right, round number 1, Marvin the Imp versus Johnholio. They're ready to go. What are we looking at here, Stormblast?
We got a Dovid. We have a Janitor David in hand. Oh. And I got the visual bug.
Yep, Johnholio did not start the match with 25 cards in hand. So that one's not fixed, but hopefully we're used to that by now. They've got the normal 7 in hand. And in the hand cam, we've got 3 power. We've got a Dural Ascending, a Master Cartographer, and 2 copies of Torgov Ice Cap Trader.
Ooh. That's a great draw for Marvin there. Because they can turn a Huntress into a power, presumably, perhaps.
Yep.
Ooh, they turned Argo.
Yeah, they actually turned into a Justice Sigil here, but that does mean they can play out Janitor David here on turn 2.
What was the power they played turn 1?
Playing Justice Sigil.
Why didn't they play Seed of Order turn 1 then?
Question. All right, Johnholio gonna discard Torgov Ice Capper from the Master Cartographer, drawing just desserts for the turn.
I think in this matchup, I think I would have kept that Argos technique, because if you're against a sort of Reanimator near perfect imitation deck, you want to be able to protect yourself, right, from some sort of weird combo shenanigans.
Right here, there's Janitor David number 1 for Marvin the Imp, and a Speaking Circle there,
and continuing to be punished for not plundering away one of the Mavloff Huntresses. Right, they're stuck on power.
Yep, and they have three double primal units in hand. There's a Seat of Order. That's a good draw.
And didn't attack because they didn't want to walk into a Just Desserts. So Marvin is playing Just Desserts, and so you don't want to walk into your desserts.
Absolutely. Well, that's a nice play with that Huntress. Going to take care of that Torgov cleanly, and it's going to stick around. 6-5 here.
And one of the nice things about Huntress in this capacity is that it can attack if you just search the Huntress. Dovid still lives, and you're basically going to take advantage of Dovid's Entomb, or rather, you get to take advantage of its stats without having to worry about its Entomb going off to Just Desserts.
Yeah, that's a great point. You get the boost, but you don't have the risk. That's pretty nice synergy there. Here comes a Dural and a Huntress of their own for Johnholio.
Ooh, and this is going to take out Dovid, presumably. No, not taking out Dovid.
Not taking out Dovid. Actually, going to take out the other Huntress.
If you had taken out Dovid, you would have gotten to get soldiers. Your Huntress would have lived. Their Huntress would have shrank to a 2/1.
One shot, one kill.
I'm not too sure about that one.
Here's Huntress number 2. They're not gonna plunder away anything. They're gonna take out that Dural, and like you said, they get the bonus stats again off of Dovid, making Huntress a 6/5. Torgov number 3 for Johnholio. Daru Lee off the top for Marvin the Imp.
Ooh, that's actually gonna be pretty decent, I think, at some point.
Oh, one of the best
exploit! Ooh.
One of the best cards in Expedition we've seen here. Speaking Circle hitting. The 3 hits are Exploit, Primal Etchings, and Form Bend. Exploit's a really nice hit, and we're gonna see that one fired off first.
Then just a reminder, this is a singleton copy in Marvin the Imp's deck, if I recall correctly. Or is it? No, Johnholio is playing.
Johnholio has a single copy. I'm not sure how many copies Marvin the Imp is playing.
Yes.
I can check on that real quick. Marvin the Imp is playing the full set. They're playing the full 4. Well, there we go. There's number 2 off the top. Yeah. All right, so Johnholio holding up. Now, the only thing in Johnholio's hand is a Dural Ascending. Again, that visual bug getting us. They have a Seat of Order and a Dural Ascending. That is all in hand.
Okay, they don't have 20 cards in hand.
They do not. Nope, it's just a Dural and a Seat and a Seat. So they're a little bit behind here. Usually Torgov doesn't. Usually the 4/5 for 4 is pretty good, but up against a 4/4 for 2 into a Huntress makes that Torgov look kind of small here.
The amusing thing is that Daru Lee. Normally a great card in the situation because it makes a Durgans, but currently it all the units are already big enough. Being said, I'm a little surprised they played. I don't know exactly what's in Johnholio's deck. That means that they meant that they wanted a third way to defend the site, because presumably the reason Marvin played that is they want to defend the site. You don't want them. You want the site to go off. You want to make sure it goes off. And I guess. Darley's not how the game's going to be won. The game's going to be won through the site popping. That attack's a little weird if your goal is to defend the site. So I don't know.
Now, we can't see the choice, but by process of elimination, I can see that Wasteland Broker did put Svetya in the library. So that was the choice from the market with the Wasteland Broker.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Attacks here for Johnholio just to pressure the site, but let me get through. Just 2 double copies of Jural in hand plus a Whispering Wind.
I think in some sense the key turn was that turn that that Johnholio smashed Maveloth Huntress into Maveloth Huntress instead of killing the Dovin.
Could be.
If he had killed the Dovin that turn and kept the Huntress around, he could have pressured the site. He would have had 2/1s to pressure the site. I think it would have been a very different game.
Yeah, definitely could be. And now this is going to be tough with Queen of Glass out here. I'm not sure what Johnholio's deck has to deal with Queen of Glass directly. Not much.
Yeah.
And you can polymorph out of the market.
I mean, if he could get Speaking Circle into play.
Yeah.
But
Gonna have to take out that other Speaking Circle first, but yep. All right, another Wasteland Broker, but it's not the first Speaking Circle that gets you, it's the second one. Here comes number 2 for Marvin the Imp. Just pushing their advantage. Ooh, nice first 2 draws. Ice Bolt and Beseech the Throne. Nice 2 draws, and Johnholio is just going to toss it in there. And nice work by Marvin the Imp. Going to take that first game.
Speaking Circle is a great card. Removal, a little bit of card draw.
Turns out Speaking Circle is quite a card.
Gives you some removal, gives you some card advantage. Sometimes it makes tokens. It's a great card. Love Circle. I don't know if you can't play a Circle into a Circle, but you know.
Circle into Equalize to equalize the board there.
Oh.
Welcome everybody again who are joining us today. And thank you again, Cassandra, for the raid. Quick reminder that we are on a 5-minute delay, so you will see that in a couple minutes for the players' protection there. And we are ready for
speaking to you from the past. Ooh.
Beto Rupp, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Alrighty. What are we seeing here for Marvin the Imp? Looks like 3 power, Bubble Shield, Speaking Circle.
Well, this is a much worse hand because it doesn't have Dovin plus double Huntress.
It's true. A Dovin double Huntress was a pretty nice start.
Yeah, it turns out that Dovin's really good. Dovin, not Dovin. Dovin is not a Eternal card, I don't think.
Johnholio gonna know when to hold him right off the bat, turn 1.
For Savior of the Meek? That's interesting. Presumably, it's gotta be. Wait, no. Wait, I do. Are they turn? Oh no, I think they're turn. No, they got a Speaking Circle, right?
They did. You called it. You got there. No one to hold him for Speaking Circle turn 1. And you know, can't play it for a couple turns, but that's okay. You weren't gonna play it anyway.
No, because the turn that you could play it is the turn that it comes off of being locked down, because it takes 5 turns, and because Johnholio's on the play means that if they play power every turn, they can play the first circle.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right, another Darali off the top from Marvin the Imp. Now, Johnholio does only have 1 more power in hand, but they've got a Merchant, they've got a Torgov, a Forbidden Research, so presumably they can find ways here.
Okay, I still like that play from Johnholio of no one to hold him turn 1 for circle. That's sweet.
Who needs 4 copies of circle when you got no one to hold him in your deck?
One shot, one kill.
Thankfully.
Look at this huge Huntress here.
Oh, because you can activate Daruli and then you can Huntress afterwards, and that'll give the power to then play Bubble Shield. Oh,
look at this.
That's
okay,
brutal.
Crow off the top is going to deal 4 to Johnholio, and they're just going to get that Torgov right back.
what a great top deck!
That was pretty good, although still facing down quite the board. Doesn't deal with this 7/5. But yeah, for those of you that may have missed it, Darali has an activated ability there. Activated, pay 1 to exhaust it, gives +3/+3 this turn, but then followed up with the Huntress, keeps those stats. So nice heads up play there by Marvin the Imp. Heads up plays in the chat.
You mean Skull Apex maneuvers? That's right. You guys thought I forgot. I never forget.
We got that sweet new heads up emote here, so.
Yes, Johnholio.
Look at that, another Speaking Circle off the top, but no power for Marvin the Imp. Johnholio at 5. They need that 6 power though if they want to get Speaking Circle next turn. Can they top deck undepleted power and slam that Speaking Circle?
And this time, Johnholio did make the other play of killing the stun unit to make it to then shrink the Huntress, which keeps the 6/6 around for the future, which I think is a good call.
The just desserts from Johnholio, but Marvin's going to answer with a Bubble Shield there. Gonna protect. That's going to put Johnholio down to 13, and we see a Uru painting
Something
off the
gets
top.
Oof. Well, the good news for Johnholio is that Marvin can't play these speaking circles in a few turns.
It's true.
Because in just a turn. Is that why Johnholio is playing a 1 of speaking circle just for the turn 1 no window hold 'em speaking circle counter?
Ooh, look at this. Going to the market, getting a Cyber Combustion, which is going to take out all of Marvin's board and keep Johnholio's board intact and play their 6 power. So Johnholio's got Speaking Circle next turn and wipe Marvin's board.
Yeah. Marvin's gonna try to respond by playing a Sharp Technician. Does it become a does it become a 4/4? It does become a 4/4.
Yep, it becomes a
Unfortunately, this if it's a decent speaking circle, it'll steal the deal because Marvin can't play their own circle now.
Right, Vara's
That was one of their better
Intervention.
cards. That at least kills the 2/1.
Yep. Bartolo's Keepsake. Bad.
That draws a card, and it might even play a card.
And as we've seen, you don't need amazing hits off of Speaking Circle. You just need something. And Nahid's choice there.
Yeah, I think.
All right, that's gonna take
I
care of the
think
2/1.
Yeah, so you can take their 2/1 next turn. You can Keepsake to draw a card. Again, kill a unit, draw a card, and make your opponent warp their plays. Is all you really need.
Well, that's something. Permafrost on the top's gonna get rid of the Torgov. Gonna make Johnholio chump here, but now you don't have protection.
Johnholio doesn't protection. It's got Nahid's choice, right? It makes 2 1/1s.
Oh,
right?
there you go. You're right. They can play Nahid's choice here. You're right. Take 2 1/1s there. Andrew Whispering Wind off the top. So plenty of protection.
Yep.
Didn't choose the discard a sight from your hand mode. That's not as relevant with Speaking Circle out, turns out.
And also Face Aegis.
And also Face Aegis.
Yeah, and now Johnholio gets to draw an extra card off Keepsake, and
2 primal symbols in hand. Here comes Keepsake though. That's pretty good. Get a good draw off of that.
Oh yeah, and it comes into play for free. That's right. You didn't have to play it.
Oh, nice. Gonna discard a power and get a Torgov instead.
I was kind of hoping that Johnholio would hit their 1 of Helio, just to sort of rub salt into the wound, just like rub it in there, like just like dig it in.
King Phantom, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Well, this game's going like the opposite of the first game did.
Yeah, absolutely.
So far we've seen both sides to these decks, and we'll have to see what happens in game 3, like which deck will be able to do its thing.
You're right though. That turn 2 Dovid plus Huntress was a pretty backbreaking start for Marvin, but this is a nice draw. Let's take that equalize.
My verdict is.
It doesn't really. Unfortunately, it doesn't really change
he's hitting
much.
He's hitting the equalize before the Queen of Glass turn though, which is good because otherwise, that wouldn't really work.
That would not work.
So he kept Johnholio kept the
Bastion must be destroyed.
what's that card called again? Draw Ascending, right?
Yep. Kept the Giral.
Yeah,
Ooh, nice. Gonna hit near perfect imitation off of the Giral draw trigger,
Oof.
and then also. Has a
I
Justice
just
in
realized.
hand.
I just realized near perfect imitation part of the combo is Savior of the Meek, gives you a token that you don't care about. So then you have just a stupid 1/1 in play that you don't care about, and then you can use that token for near perfect imitation, which just like sits around the battlefield forever and then becomes a Var or whatever.
All right. Well, Johnholio is gonna take that one. They're gonna even it up 1-1. We just jumped right into the action tonight with two exciting games right off the bat. All right, what's the mirror breaker here? What do you see? Is it just curving out? Is it getting the good turn 2 through turn 3 plays setting up?
Yeah, I think it'll be curving out. I think it will also be Dovid.
Yeah.
Can you pull off the Huntress Dovids? Can you make some huge units?
It seems like who can get the early pressure, who can get the board presence, but then also who can land that speaking circle, which are tied together. They're related, being able to protect your speaking circle. All right, Marvin looking at 2 power, a generator, Dovid, a Huntress, a Sharp Tactician, a Dazzle, and a speaking circle. Seems pretty good. Seems like a keeper to me.
Seems great to me. You can play, although you can't play both the Genitor and the Huntress currently because that is a vow and not a painting or
not a painting. Yeah, look at that. Marvin's gonna actually throw it back. This time it is a painting with a Dovid, but you sacrificed your.
I think I like that.
Basically threw away your
went to
Huntress
6.
For that, but went to 6.
Went to 6. I don't think I would have gone to 6. I think I would have risked it for the biscuit.
All right, Johnholio's got a hand of 5 power, just desserts Torgov and Whispering Wind.
Oh, just as it's gonna be brutal here.
Absolutely. Let's see if Marvin the Imp goes for the attack here this next turn. Sharp Tactician. Man, look at that. Even if he does kill it, though, you still got a Sharp Tactician off of it. Nice.
Yeah, but you know the power to play it, because that's why I risked the last hand, because it had power to play things. This hand could just be a
Marvin
disappointing
really needs
finish.
power. Really needs power.
Yeah,
4-drop is not what you wanted off the top of the deck.
Oh, no, you gotta.
Permafrost the
We had an exciting game 1 and 2, but it looks like our first round 1 match might have a slightly lackluster game 3. But that is how the game plays out. That's how the cookie crumbles.
All right, no one to hold them here. See if they go after Speaking Circle again. They do have 2 more power in hand. Marvin the Imp's going to need some power real fast if they want to stay in this game.
Get Savior the Meek, Johnholio, I believe, kind of. Interesting. What do you get here, right? This is
Near
this is an
perfect
interesting turn.
imitation. Near perfect imitation.
Sitting up for the late game.
Oof, here's a seat, but that's something. But too slow.
You know what?
Marvin needs another power. See, that's the thing is you need another power after this.
Yep. And the
No
threat of
attacks.
Just Desserts is strong enough.
Attacks there. All right, there's a ground patroller.
Okay,
You can
that's
or
power.
something. It's power, yep.
Don't let your guard down.
There's another Torgov for Johnholio. You know, I heard that Torgov could sell ice to a Yeti.
Oh man, and he frequently does. Did you guys know that he frequently does?
Yeah. 4-3 there. Skimmer Wrangler for Marvin the Imp.
I think I would have. So if I was Marvin the Imp, I might have gotten rid of the Wasteland Broker and kept the Argo, because I think one of the ways that Marvin wins is through just double Argo.
Okay.
You know, stun the whole enemy team twice and just get in for lots of damage.
Okay. Yeah, they could definitely do that. Here comes Huntress now. Johnholio, this is going to be a big one. It'll be a 6/6 Huntress.
Take out Dovid.
Take out Dovid, get a pair of soldiers.
A world of options.
Stunned soldiers. Couldn't make that card. Couldn't make that card too good. Really got that Just Desserts in hand. Had a treasure trove too, but decided to pass and hold up that Just Desserts.
It is interesting that it creates stun units, which has like other synergy, because there are units that interact with stun units, right? There's a 6-cost 5/5 that if the opponent has a stunned unit, it costs 2 less.
Yeah,
so you can give them the stunned unit to make it cost less.
That is true.
You can also play Tactical Superiority to kill the stunned units for free while drawing cards.
Johnholio is going to fire off the Just Desserts this guy. I'm going to take out the 4/3.
Yep.
Yeah, the 4-power Overwhelm does not hit yourself. That's it's not quite how that works. All right, can Crow get anything back?
Oof.
No, not quite.
This is where I bet that Marvin wishes he had a second Argo instead of a Wasteland Broker.
Yeah. Right, you saw that. You saw that play. All right, seat here, painting off the top from Marvin. Yeah, Marvin's still at 22, and now has the power they need. But they're a little bit behind on the board.
22 doesn't really matter. Being behind on the board is how Marvin loses, not life total.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, that's actually interesting. You called that out a couple turns ago, but having another Argo here would be would actually be pretty clutch. And Marvin would be in the driver's seat here. Fortunately, just having to play out another unit here. Johnholio with not a ton in hand, though. They just have a no one to hold him and the Kroll. When does Near Perfect Imitation come off? This turn?
I don't know if you want to play the Wasteland Broker, because you're out. I don't know what's in Marvin's market.
Yeah, let's take a look.
There's not really anything in the market. I guess Helio, but like that's not. I think you're out is top decking another Argo, and I think that if you go to the market, you might dilute your Argo chances.
Yeah. Good point. Well, we'll take a look once he makes his decision here.
Yeah, but if he had, yeah, I'm not gonna harp on too much because it's already passed. But
looks like what's missing there. Looks like Bring to Justice.
Bring to Justice. Oh, which is a fine pickup.
All right, near perfect
So
imitation
we'll
did come off here. Not
Oh,
that
and yeah, oh,
Vara.
he has the Vara, which will get back. Doesn't get back anything?
I think
Wait,
you
why
had
didn't it get back
to-
something?
I had to put
Oh,
a
you
unit into the market, right?
Near perfect. I thought near perfect imitation put a copy of it into the market. Near perfect
No,
imitation
you
puts
put
literally the card
yeah,
itself in the market.
Put the card itself in the market, so that left nothing in the nothing in the void for Vara to get.
Yeah, weird. Okay.
Sharp Tactician.
Sure.
Gonna take that. Gonna silence that Vara, make it a vanilla 6/6 now.
Whoa.
And Speaking Circle off the top for Marvin. That's
Yeah,
something.
that's a top deck. That could pull something off. I don't know what it could pull off, but it is a speaking circle, so it can do anything.
Oh, now notably, there's still the near perfect imitation in the hand for Johnholio, so I think that last one may actually have been a top deck, and I think the near perfect imitation came off this turn. But either way,
Oh.
still one in hand. No one to hold him. Got a Savior of the Meek here.
I love it.
Put Marvin down to 11.
Now he just has to.
All right, let's see.
Oh, the game plan is probably to discard the Savior of the Meek, and then you can turn the 1/1 into the Savior of the Meek, I guess, to gain more life.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm curious to see what spells come off this. I love the box. I'm really sad we can't see the box because that's like the fun part.
I know. Greed's reward: deal 1 damage to an enemy, decimate, draw a card for each.
Draws a card. You know what?
Card.
It kills a unit in play.
Yeah, take out a
takes out a blocker.
Display of Tradition.
Ooh, silence the void. Draw a card. Yeah, it gives him killer, right? You can even give kind of killer. Ooh, mobilization's not bad either.
Yeah, gonna start with the
Yeah.
beasts. Like that Speaking
Makes
Circle and
sense.
your life. Huntress off the top for Johnholio.
That's a great top deck for Holio. Ooh, Holio is going for lethal. That's an interesting one.
Gonna ignore that Speaking Circle and attack Marvin's face here. Trade. Jump.
Okay, okay.
Johnholio's got the Huntress in hand as well as the Near Perfect Imitation. The second copy of No One to Hold Him.
One kill.
Comes that Huntress. Let's see how big. Are we making it an 8/7?
I mean, I don't think you need to.
Yeah, just gonna make it a 3/2. Take out that 3/3.
Yep, that Argo is the card that's threatening. So you get another. You get another Savior of the Meek. You get a crawl. You get a crawl.
Crawl. Deal 3
Oh,
damage
get
and
back the Huntress.
Get back the Huntress again. Yeah. That
Hey.
synergy.
That's what it's there for. That's why the card is busted.
Making a plunder decision here. You do not. Oh, interesting. So not plundering away the Kroll, or either of the Krolls. They're just gonna miss a plunder there. But Marvin's down to a 2/1 and a 1/2 blockers, but they're gonna go with
In the
Display of Tradition here to bounce that back to their hand. Old Rich 42, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Tuesday Night Eternal. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Fortunately for Marvin, Johnholio has the massive card and hand advantage, but the board is pretty equal, and Marvin will have a Queen of Glass coming off the top some point. Oh, but the near imitation from before.
The Near Perfect Imitation is going to bump that up to a 6/6, but Vara is silenced, so just a vanilla 6/6.
The 6/6 in a world of 2/1s, the 6/6 is king.
True. Right, now we've
Also,
got... Okay,
also
that's a good
Johnholio. Ooh, Gender Dovid. That's a way to start. That's a way to come back. Also, Johnholio now has 2 Varas in their market. 1 non-silenced, 1 silenced.
Right, gonna decimate and draw a Huntress. Okay, well now you've got a Dovid and a Huntress.
What a great top deck!
Nice, and that can take out the Vara.
And even sets up for another Trove next turn and gets you Queen of Glass.
shut.
And the Sharp
And a Sharp
Tactician for the
Tactician
future.
left one. Huge draw there.
Another good draw, Sharp Tactician. Great card there. And you gonna draw a card right now?
Wow, that did work. Look at that. It left you with a 4/4, allowed you to kill a 6/6, drew a Sharp Tactician. Very nice.
And if you can draw power off the top, you can even Daruli to make a 5/5 flyer. Right, because Daruli amplifies 5 to make a flyer. Ooh!
And here's
but
the
Bring to Justice,
Bring to Justice
from 12 turns ago. Come back.
I kind of forgot that was in there. Sharp Tactician also has the silence.
I don't know if Marvin realized that it would not have any battle skills, but I think you were supposed to just Bring to Justice that turn.
Yep.
I think you're still supposed to Bring to Justice there actually. Oh wait, no. Are you afraid of Justice Darts? Perhaps is that what he's playing around?
Well, second one. Look at that. That doesn't really change much on the board, but having a second one is good to have.
Change more than you might think. Because you can spend this now, and you can even, I don't know. Oh, actually no. I think you were. Never mind. It doesn't matter because the game's over.
Just lethal anyway. So Marvin the Imp gonna take
Yeah,
that one 2-1.